Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler. Today we're going to do a little bit something, a little something different. We're going to do some Amazon learning. What we're going to do is today we're going to create a private label bundle. And what that means for me is private label traditionally is like if you take a toothbrush that you bought from China or AliExpress and somehow you brand your name on it. That is traditional private label. For me, how I call private label is something that like I create. Like for me, it's like it's like for me when I say private label, it means something that I've created with a unique UPC. And we'll get into all that, and we'll get into right now the theory behind why you should bundle a listing. And so let's say that first you say, what is a bundle? A bundle is when you have more than one item and you put it together to create a brand new listing that is not listed anywhere else. The strategic value in creating a bundle is, let's say, like the popular toys last year or the year before was Shopkins. So you're going to deal with, when you sell individual products, there's going to be literally dozens, if not hundreds, of sellers trying to compete for the buy box. By bundling, you actually create a new listing that could be looked up, it could be searched. If you sell multiple items, it can even go up in the search ranking and it can hold its own. So it's a good strategic thing if you want to sell a popular item and get noticed than to be like having to deal with the this and that. So usually, so we'll actually, since we use the Shopkins, we're going to get into the theory of bundling before we get into making a listing from start to finish, and I will show you how to do that. And so let's just take a little bit right here. So we're going to look at a Shopkins bundle real quick, just so you guys can see it. So we have Shopkins Season 7 bundle, 12-pack, 5-pack, 2-pack. As you can see, this bundle has 3 different items. So that's what it means. So if you have multiple items, like let's say you have 10 of this, 10 of this, and 10 of this, you might as well bundle a listing and then put the quantity 10. And so, yeah, so bundling is not going to be good for single items. Like let's say you have just 3 things and you want to bundle together. You can, and for all power to you, but bundling is best used when you have multiple items. Like let's say you have 100 of this thing and 100 of this thing and 100 of this thing. It doesn't even have to be that much, but you put it all together and you create a custom listing. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to create a custom listing. So the 3 things that you definitely need for creating a custom bundle is you're going to need an Amazon account, obviously. Now, I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure you can do this on a regular account, but I'm not 100% sure. So I have a professional account, which is, I think it's like $40 a month. So if you're serious into selling, there's lots of bonuses to that. I don't know the specifics. I know there's like listing bonuses and things like that. So you're going to need an Amazon account. You're going to need the product, obviously. Usually you want more than one of something to bundle together. A lot of classic things to bundle is if you go to the 99-cent store and you find dog treats and dog toys and dog food. If you put it all together, like let's say you buy 10 toys of the same toy, 10 of the food, same of the food, and 10 same of the little treats, you can bundle that together, those 3 items, and then you'll have a quantity of 10 and you can list it like this. There's lots of creative things to do, but today we're gonna, I used to run an official Sony site for a collectible game called Eye of Judgment, and it was sanctioned by Sony, and when they closed down, they sent me all their promo cards and a bunch of that stuff. So I'm sitting on literally hundreds and thousands, not thousands, but literally hundreds. Well, there's thousands, but a bunch of cards that I've been sitting on for years. And this year is the 10th anniversary of the game. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do this specific thing. Now, the third thing you're going to need, and I'm sorry I went off a little track there, is you're going to need a custom UPC code. And what that's going to do is going to give you an indicator, a unique number, because when you scan a book or you scan a toy, there's that barcode. That's its pretty much identification number. And to create a new listing, of something that hasn't existed before, you're going to need a UPC. And I actually sell those. There's going to be a link to my Etsy store below. You can purchase one there. If you want multiple ones, you can email me through Etsy and we'll work out a deal. There's tons of places where you can find these, but to make it easier, I put a link below. You help me, you help the channel and everything, but by all means look for another source if you want UPC codes. But by purchasing from me, you actually help the channel grow, and that link is below. So you're going to need those three things. We'll go over that real quick again. You're going to need the seller account, you're going to need the product, and you're going to need the UPC code. Obviously, you're also going to need photos and all that, but since you're doing you're doing listings anyways, you're going to need photos, you're going to have a description. I have all that stuff pre-made this time. We're not just going to be doing this on the Superfly. I have a lot of this stuff already pre-done, so we're going to save a little bit of time. So let's get into it right now. So what we're going to do is, now that you know what a bundle is, or hopefully you know what a bundle is, and also I wanted to say real quick, if you have any questions during this whole video, pause the video, write it in the comments below, and I will answer you as soon as I can. I get a little notification on my phone. I'll go in there as soon as I can and answer it right quick. So you might be able to watch this, answer a question, ask a question, and get it answered in real time. So what we're going to do is, first what you're going to do, so we're going to create a bundle. The bundle could be anything on your end, but on my end, we're going to do cards. These little game cards from PlayStation 3. So we're going to go into your Amazon Seller Central. You're going to go up here to Inventory, and you're going to add a product. Now, normally you'd scan your barcode or put something in here, Shopkins, toys, whatever, but this one, it says it's not in the catalog. We're going to create a new product listing. So you want to click that. And also there's two options here. It's going to ask you whether you want to search for the category or pick it out from here below. For this one, we're going to pick it out from here below, and I think it's in, we're going to just, instead of doing games, we're going to do toys and games. And I think I wanted to say it was games. Or other. We'll do other. For whatever specific thing that you have, go and look for it, and then click it through here. So just we're going to do other toys and games, because I see hobbies here. Oh, they actually have collectible single trading cards. I didn't know that. See, we're learning enough stuff on the fly. So sets, card packs, cases, albums, cards. Let's do this. Let's do it in collectible. Oh, that's single. Could be albums, case packs. We'll just do trading card sets, because it's pretty much a bundle. It's like a set. It's like a set thing. Even though the cards are going to be random, but we'll get into that. So we're going to select that. And it's going to take us to our listing page. Now, pretty much basically, this is going to be like kind of like eBay, where you fill out all the information. Now, some of you might not know this, but there's this little advanced view up here in the corner. And if you click that, it'll bring you just to this crazy amount of information. And I know when I first started doing Amazon listings, this whole thing tripped me out. So to simplify it, click that off, because basically you're going to want to fill in all this information. So we got product name, manufacturer, brand name, minimum age recommendation, and the product ID, which is going to be important. So we're going to fill all this stuff out. If you see a red asterisk anywhere in this, it's something that has to be filled out, or else your auction won't work. If you forget something, it won't let you save and finish. See how it's grayed out down here? It's not grayed out, but yeah, I guess it's grayed out. It says save and finish. That won't unlock until you fill out all the proper information. So I actually have a little Word document here, and you can't see it, but okay, so we'll just copy and paste it in there. So I actually pre-made all this stuff to save on some time. So it's PlayStation 3, the Eye of Judgment, 100 card bundle starter pack mixed. That's just what I put. The manufacturer will be, let's just say Eye of Judgment. And you can put anything you want here. Actually, we'll put Sony. I think not Upper Deck. I think Wizards of the Coast made these cards. Upper Deck took it over when they did Series 3. Brand name is Eye of Judgment. and judgment is spelled that way for some reason. Also, another thing, it's spelled with the E in some places, but the official cards are spelled with without the E in the middle. Manufacturer age recommendation. Let's just do, I think 8 years old, because I think it was, I think this game was E for everyone. Let me see if I can see that. I don't have a disc thing on me. So, and then we'll put years. Now, here's the important thing. This is where you're going to put your UPC. A lot of people get tripped up on this. And so I actually have a UPC save. So you're going to go here, you're going to go to UPC. And like I said before, if you want to buy a single UPC, I sell them in my Etsy shop below. Click the link. And you can buy one through there. Usually under 24 hours, I'll get it to you through an email, and sometimes faster. I'm going to try to get those out to you guys as fast as possible. And also, like I said, if you want to buy more than one, just email me and we can work out a deal. I'll bundle you guys a better deal on that. So I actually saved the UPC here, and we're going to plug it in here. So all this important information is filled out. As you can see, save and finish isn't working yet because we still need to do a couple more things. And you can see these little these little triangles. Those are things that mean that you have to fill out. So we're actually going to go through each one of these things bit by bit here. And let me make sure that we're recording and everything's sounding good. Yes, everything is recording and everything's sounding good. So we're going to go to the offer. Condition is going to be collectible. Acceptable, because some of our cards are going to be played with. A lot of the cards are going to be brand new, but just for sake of not getting in trouble, you always want to kind of lower your standards. Well, that's what at least I do. So the price, I was kind of debating on this, and I wanted to give a good deal to the collectors since I got a lot of these cards for free. So we're going to go $9.99, which is actually pretty much a steal for the set. Especially if you're a collector of these cards. And we'll do a quantity 100 just for now because I have a lot of these. You can also skip the stuff and do it later, but we're going to do it all now. So I actually made some photos. We're going to go click over here to images, and we're going to choose our main photo, and which is this one right here. We're going to add that in there. And I guess we'll add the other ones in here too, and I'll explain what the cards mean, because they have to do with the description also. So we're going to lay those photos in there. Luckily, I have a pretty quick internet that I just upgraded this year, and that's why I'm making actually a lot of new videos this year and really going with the Thrift Shop Hustler channel, because my internet is quick. And eventually, when I get enough subscribers, we'll do some live shows and things. But to me, live shows, I work a really crazy schedule, and the live shows just don't work out for my schedule. So we put the photos in there. And also have just white backgrounds. It goes to all the pretty much guidelines are here. So the description is the key product features, and let me think real quick how many of those I have. I have 4, so we're gonna add 3 more, just like that. So the product features is each bundle will have 100 random cards, which is true. The other one is look for randomly inserted ultra rares, and ultra rares are just special cards, and I'll insert those randomly. Each bundle will contain bonus cards exclusive to this bundle. So I have exclusive cards, multiple numbers of them, so I'm able to do that. And lastly, you got cards will range from brand new to used, but will work in game. All cards are tested. So we got the key product features real quick. Key product features is something like, it's just kind of, it's like a sub description, and you want it to be very brief and very to the point. Product description is going to be more of the lengthy one. I wrote that all out. We won't go into that. It's basically going to explain what is exactly inside it. And so the keywords are going to be eye of judgment. That's one of them. Oh, I'm sorry. This is target audience. What am I saying? We'll just say unisex children, even though it's for adults too. Well, anyway, see how the save and finish unlock? That means that we can actually end this. But we're going to go to advanced view because we're going to put in search terms. So you're going to have to click this advanced view to open up this. So search terms are going to be eye of judgment. and we'll spell it the wrong way because some people actually spell it this way too, and that's actually a clever thing to do. And actually a pro tip, if you ever know how to, if there's a common unspelling of something, you can find really good deals on eBay and Craigslist because people sometimes will spell things wrong. So iJudgment will go Sony PlayStation 3. We'll go Wizards of the Coast. We'll go Upper Deck because Upper Deck made Series 3. And we can't put any more, but we'll put the platinum keywords as like PS3. We'll put collectible cards. I want to, how do I think it's augmented reality. Augmented reality is kind of like how the cards work. You scan them with a camera and they kind of pop up on your screen. It's actually, this game is actually really cool if you ever look it up. It's called iJudgment. It's for PlayStation 3. If you're a gamer, you might have heard of this game. It was way before its time, and I wish it came out now because it would be really popular now, in vein of Pokemon. If Pokemon did something like this, it's a good. That's a $1 million idea there, Sony. It'd be super popular. So, anyways, that's gonna do it for the listing, I think. Let's look real quick here. I guess we can. Sony. I was put SOE. We'll put trading card game because TCG is another popular thing. So I think that's it. I think that's pretty good. And then more details. Now, once you get into this, there's lots of things where you can do where you can set it up for, like, you know, if you make art, you can make it where it's like it's going to take 2 weeks to create, and you can do all that kind of stuff. But we're not going to get into it. We're just going to make this simple listing. We're going to save and finish, and it's going to take us to our screens. Congratulations, your product is now listed for sale on Amazon. Now it's going to take about 15 minutes to populate, and I won't show you that, but that in a nutshell is how you create a bundled listing. So like I said, if you want to buy UPCs, you can find them in many different places, but if you want to purchase one from me, the link is below. I'll get you a UPC real quick if you want to try it out. If you don't want to deal with trying to find them some other place, all my UPCs are going to be unique to you. They won't be double sold. I have a list of them all, and I keep track of all my UPCs. And I use this for any time, like let's say another tip is, like, let's say you have a product that the barcode doesn't work, or something that doesn't have a barcode that you want to sell on Amazon. You can buy a UPC code and create your own listing. It will have its unique UPC code. So that is a pro tip, and we'll do another video on that because I do art and I private label my art, and I'm gonna try to do that this week at some point. And if I have it, the link will be below. If you're watching this video like a year from now, I'll have that link below. And there's so many opportunities you can do by buying a UPC code and getting that unique code and creating a unique listing. And so that's what they're good for. So that was basically how to do a private label bundle. It's pretty easy. Like I said, a lot of people use that to market a lot of different goods. Another tip, like I said, is to go to 99-cent store, buy dog toys, dog treats, dog food, and bundle it all together. And you can just use that as an example. Like, even if you go to the 99-cent store and buy like toothpaste, a toothbrush, and mouthwash, and bundle that together as like a travel kit or something. You know what I'm saying? That the creativity that's in your mind as an entrepreneur could totally use this bundle system to do an incredible amount of things. As you can see, we have the Shopkins Season 7 bundle. This person did it, and they got a 5-star rating. And I'm curious to see, if you look down, you can see their like, you can look at their sales rank, because you can see like how much they've been selling and all that kind of stuff. And actually, let's do this real quick. Let's actually dive a little deeper into this. How about we do that? So let's dive a little deeper. what I'm saying is we'll see how well this particular bundle, because this was the first thing that came up when I put Shopkins Bundle in the title. So we'll go to Shopkins Bundle. I'll look at the ASIN, which is this thing. We'll go here to camel. We'll go to camel, camel, camel. And I think actually Keepa might be a better thing for this, but we'll see. We'll put in the ASIN. We'll click enter. And we can see that, so yeah, I don't think this bundle thing has done very well. As we can see, the date range is for all. And there's not a single sale, so this might actually not be a great seller now. As we can see, I think won the last price change. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions at all. I'm going to check back on this listing in like an hour or so to make sure that everything is still correct and everything is good and everything was accepted. Sometimes you'll get a little error that says your listing isn't showing because of there's usually a problem with the category, so you might have to manually go and change it to another category and stuff like that. But this should actually be a pretty good auction or listing. So like I said, if you want to buy UPC, the link is below. And we can do that. And click the subscribe button if you enjoyed this. We're going to be doing more videos throughout the year about kind of like listing things, like things that you might not think about or things that, you know, new sellers might want to know about. Some of this stuff is no-brainer to a lot of people, but there's a lot of people that don't know how to do this kind of thing. So I want to help out with that. So I really appreciate it. Everyone have a good weekend, and we'll talk very soon.